Hi YouTube world, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to just turn the camera on and get ready and take you guys along. I've purchased quite a few products from the drugstore, aka Ulta, because that's like my preferred drugstore makeup place to shop. And I wanted to share with you, or at least try on the products. Maybe it's going to be a combination of sharing with you some thoughts and also trying on the products if you're curious too. Mainly what I'm going to be using is the CoverGirl, the Fresh line, the Clean Fresh line, this line here that's all pretty and millennial pink and white and girly. It feels very like fresh, right? Like just the packaging. I've held out on trying any of products from that line, and now that I feel like they have a good range to them, I said, well, why not? Like this might be a good time to start. So I just got out of the shower. All I put on my face, just so you know, is my Drunk Elephant C Firma, my vitamin C, and my e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream with SPF 30. I love this stuff. It does have a tiny bit of fragrance, but nothing offensive. It feels very clean and my skin is not irritated by this fragrance. And I just feel like its texture is so good. You see, I've used quite a bit already. It's just such a nice texture. It reminds me very much of the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. So if you're a fan of that, the way I'm a fan of that, you know, you might really enjoy this. So just pointing that one out. So like I said, I do have quite a lot from that CoverGirl Clean Fresh line. So let's start off with the Tinted Moisturizer, or what they call the Skin Milk. I got mine in light 540. That's this one here. It does not look like the best match, but I figured it was probably something very liquidy, and I did test it on the back of my hand. It seems to provide very little coverage. So let's see how this goes. I have one bad boy right there. I don't expect this to cover. I'm just gonna put some on my fingers. Okay, I just pat it on. I got interrupted. So this is the Skin Milk Tint. Did not provide a ton of coverage, but I like the finish. It's nice. I'm using my fingers. I find that sometimes with skin tints, the best thing to do is to use your fingers. So hopefully that's the case. It feels super hydrating though. I'll give it that. It does actually feel really hydrating. It feels like it added a layer of moisture to my skin. So maybe if you're a dry skin gal, you would really like this. Let me see though. I want to look really closely in a mirror. Please hold. Okay, I'm back. I do like it. What I was looking at is, for me, a skin tint is either an immediate yay or nay. Nay, if it starts to fill in all my pores. I find that a lot of super thin serum-like skin tints do that, and there's no way to like really blend it out. I mean, of course, I could be using a pore filling primer, but I don't like to layer so much on my skin that isn't skincare underneath the makeup, if that makes sense. It's just too many layers for me. And so I can tell this has enough kind of gel viscosity that it's doing some filling and covering, and it's not leaving like those little puddles of makeup. If you experience this, and I'm not the only one, let me know, because I feel crazy sometimes. I talk about this, and this was exactly why I didn't like the Fenty skin tint as many times as I tried it, because it did that, and it just drove me insane. I also picked up the Clean Fresh just powder. This is called the Pressed Powder in Translucent, this one here. I'm not like the biggest wearer of translucent powder, but I have been getting more into it because I've been here down in Miami and the weather is very different than New York. Not terribly different, because I feel like New York summer is pretty darn humid too, but It is insanely hot and humid here, like more than in New York, like throughout the year. And I've been here a bit. So I do feel like I've had to change my makeup game a bit. So I am just taking some of that translucent powder and just patting it on my T-zone and areas that I just know I get more oily, shiny. You'll see my friend was not covered up. That's okay. We're going for the more natural makeup look today. I think we'll look pretty finished anyway. Doesn't have to be perfection. Just better. Just better. And I have to say my routine for my melasma is really, I'm kicking its butt. I've been using religiously the C Firma by Drunk Elephant and also this product by Skin Medica, the 2.0 Lightera Pigment Correcting Serum, this one here. I'm not using it as frequently as it says, and it's still working out really well. This was all dark, really dark, and now it's lightened up so much. I'm really happy with it. So that powder went on nicely. It doesn't feel heavy, but it does feel like it's set a bit that, I think let's put some over my mustache. Important. So yeah, this is, you know, this seems like a nice product to have like for blotting purposes and things. So I'm always happy to have a fresh one, and hopefully it will work with other products as well. So I will be playing with that. I also picked up the new blush palette that they came out with. This was really the product that sort of pushed me over the edge, and look at this, how pretty it is. You have this matte coral, like a deep coral. You have this nude blushy color, and then you have this sparkly color here. I have swatched these on my finger. Let me do that just so you can see. So that's that. I just feel like that's such a unique color palette. And I mean, let's see how this is going to go. If it goes too pigmented, obviously, you know, the safe bet would be to start with this one. But you know what? I don't know that I'm feeling safe. I think I want, maybe I'll do the sparkly one and also the nude one, just so you guys can see that. So I'm feeling a little adventurous. I'm feeling like I want to push the envelope with it. So I'm going to just go ahead and use this brush. I don't have a lot of my brushes here in Miami, so I'm making do with what I have. This is a Sigma Soft Blend 60. And so I'm going to go in with that middle shade there and see how it goes. Okay. That's nice and soft. CoverGirl's always made really pretty blushes, and so I was intrigued to try this one. Wow, so that's a really soft flush. I think for natural gals and guys, this will be, you know, this will be certainly something you would really like. Let's see if we can punch it up with that sparkly shade. So I'm going in with this one right here, kind of rosy. Definitely more pigment to it. So I'm gonna blend. Oh boy, this is gonna enter Clownville quickly, but that's all right. Let's try to work it through. I don't mind punchy colors like this. I feel like sometimes this is the color, if I were to exercise vigorously, I would be this color. It would be this color. It would be really flushed and rosy. This is a common color for my skin to produce, so I'm comfy with it. I actually like that glow of having just gone, you know, to a spin class and I look purple. Because then it's like, oh, I don't know, my skin feels purified. So I just blended that quite a bit. And I think that looks really pretty. Clearly you can be quite heavy with this really quickly, so of course let's be moderate. But now I'm trying to take a look more closely and see if I can identify any sparkles in it, because when I did the swatch I could see sparkles, but that's really interesting. So on my skin I actually don't see any visible shimmer in it. It's just like kind of a glow, which I applaud them, because sometimes with the older blushes, those shimmers that they put in it, I forgot whether it was like a Cheekers. There's a couple of them that have a sparkle, and the sparkle to me is detectable, and that's why I never really loved those products. But this one, it doesn't look like it is, so we're gonna go with like a very fresh-faced look today. I don't have anything for the eyebrows, so I'm just gonna use my standard KVD powder, which I really love, in light brown. I'm gonna do that really quickly and hop back on. Eyebrows are done, and I've been wearing them sort of a little dark like this, though it is light brown, just because I did do a gloss recently on my hair, like a professional gloss, and it's darker right now, at least for the next, I just washed it for the first time, so probably a few more washes until it kind of lightens up a bit. But I did do a gloss finally, and I did cut my hair finally, which I'll insert a picture of what it looks like blown out right there, just so you can see. It had been since February 14th of 2000 that I had gotten a haircut and a color. So right now I'm just putting on some bronzer. I picked up the Physicians Formula Butter Coffee Bronzer, this one here, which already the kind of, the little print is kind of worn off. But I thought it was a really nice color. It's not too dark on me, and I love the smell of coffee. Oh gosh, I wish like Too Faced would do, if Too Faced did coffee stuff, I would buy it. I mean, I don't even like Too Faced, but I always associate them with scents, and why they haven't done like a whole coffee line. Maybe they have. Have they done a whole coffee line? I would totally buy a whole coffee line. I'm obsessed with the scent of coffee. It's like, it's in my blood. I'm Colombian, you know? We really do coffee well, and I just love it. I love the smell. I love the smell. It's so warm. It's so inviting. It just, I love it. So I love that this has a coffee scent. I picked up this by Undone. This is a huge highlighting palette. I don't even know why I picked this up. But it has like 4 different highlights, all with different kind of tones in them. And I picked it up because, I don't know, it looked really pretty and I was curious. So I guess let's try this and see how it goes. I'm gonna just kind of swirl all 4 of them. Ooh, it picks up a lot of product. Let's see how this goes. Oh, okay. Oh, that's quite metallic. It doesn't have a crazy amount of glitter. It's really sort of just like metallic, almost kind of a very like liquidy vibe. I think if you're really into highlight, you might really like this. While I continue to play around with makeup, do my eyes, I'm gonna put this on the Clean Fresh lip tint in 140. So my lips are feeling dry, and I have, oh, another lip product. Oh, that's nice. That made my lips very juicy. It feels very oily. It's feels thin. It feels thinner. It feels like something that will evaporate quickly, but it does feel very nourishing, like it's getting inside my lips. And I like that color too. You see it looks quite bright, but it isn't as bright as you think. So Clean Fresh Scarlet Sunset 140. I like it. I like it. Let me do some eyes. Should we do some eyes? Of here are 2 of the CoverGirl Clean Fresh pencils. I have Dreamy Haze and Lilac Bloom. I will use both of them, but I wanted to maybe do something a little more sophisticated. So let me see. I've pulled out another drugstore item that I picked up and I've been really enjoying, and that's the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin. It's really beautiful. It's so unusual and it's not like overwhelmingly blue. It has actually quite a lot of dimension, and I have been playing around with it. And you can't really tell the colors that well because the reflection on the background is so crazy, but hopefully you could see it there. It's really, really pretty. It has all of these like neutral shades, but then also just these unusual pops of purpley blue and these grays, which are really, really nice. So I think maybe I will use some of that in conjunction with the pencils that I have. So let's start with Dreamy Haze. So these are eyeshadow sticks and they come like this. I don't know if this is going to show up on my lid. Not very much. A little bit. So maybe I'll use this as an eye base. See, let's just do it on the other side too. It's very creamy. It does not feel drying. I'm going to give it a moment to see if it does dry and curl my eyelashes. Curl my eyelashes. I feel like this is certainly dried down a little bit. Let's put on some eyeshadow. I'm just going to start with this neutral shade here, just to form a nice base. It's a nice like peachy shade. It's called Fluffy. Next, I'm going to go in next door to that blue kind of periwinkle color. It's called Delish. Using the same brush, and I'm just going to go a little lower. So you see, this is sort of like a grayed periwinkle, not insanely vibrant right now, but if I were to use a different brush, I can get there. I just want to use a couple of different colors. So I'm going into Cheat Day, which is a little more purple, and I'm putting that more on my lid here. I'm using a fluffy brush because I want it to be extremely diffused. I'm not looking for super vibrancy, which I know is not everyone's cup of tea, but for right now, with how I'm feeling, I want a pretty feminine wash. Very soft, pastel-y look. And yeah, I like that. The color that I have, the other CoverGirl stick that I have, is a lilac, which I'm going to try to now put into my inner corner. It's this one here. So let's just put that right on the inside of my eye. Ooh, I like that. That is cool. I like that. I'm leaving that as is. So that's pretty. So Lilac Bloom, we'll see how it wears. I mean, I do like the pigmentation of Lilac Bloom. I like how that other color, that Dreamy Haze, was a base. But all of this is with time, right? Like, we don't know if this stuff actually works anymore than it does until we kind of wear it all day. And trust me, Florida will give any makeup a run for its money. I'm going to put on the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Mascara. CoverGirl usually makes some of my favorite, like, tried and true mascaras, so I am very hopeful for this one. Their Lash Blast formula is great, and so let's see how this one goes. Ooh, this one is doing nice things to my lashes. It feels very natural, but with some punch. Like, not like I'm not wearing anything. What mascara did I use? I feel like the Glossier mascara, the Lash Slick, I use that, and it's as though I'm not wearing any mascara. So that's a little too natural for me. Oh, I'm liking this makeup. Okay. Let me tell you, I've been pretty freaking low. Lots of stuff still happening in my life, not to get too bleak. And then also the terrible, terrible news of Mel Thompson. I've just been, I don't even want to, I felt like cursing, but I just depressed, just depressed. I just don't know. I know they set up a GoFundMe page. I gave some money because I feel so sorry for that family. And I feel like I've watched probably 1,000 hours of content over the last few years. And I don't know, like, that's entertainment, you know, like that is not just entertainment, but motivation, tutorials that taught me things. Like, she provided a lot in my life, and yeah, I felt like, damn Skippy, I'm gonna give you some money because, you know, I do feel like her content was, especially her eye looks, her tutorials were exceptional, exceptional. I'm gonna miss her so much. I think she was such a tender soul. So just very sad. Ugh. And then my mom's dog passed away, 16 years old, and in the midst of having lost my dad just a little over a month ago. This is like, it's like too much, you know, like you have a capacity of feeling sad or shocked or whatever, and it's like, oh, I'm at capacity. I need an escape, and this little makeup thing is an escape for sure. I put on the new CoverGirl Clean Fresh Lip Stylo in the shade Bubble Pearls. That's this one here. This is really pretty. This has a metallic kind of vibe to it. The feeling is like a thicker balm. I'm curious to see if it's going to do that build up on the inner lip of white after talking for a while. But for right now, it's really comfortable. I think this will look beautiful with a lip liner if you like shiny lips. So this is Bubble Pearls. I do think they have this product in other shades that don't have the metallic kind of sheen to it. But I like this because it kind of resembles a lip gloss, but a little different. And it doesn't accentuate too much lip lines. I think it's like kind of juicy, and it feels like it's going to stay put more than a lip gloss. So I do like that. So we'll see how this wears. We'll see how all of this wears. I will try to hop on later tonight to see how this goes. I'm going to go take care of this hair, and I will hop back on. All right. See you later. I'm checking in. It is much later. It's about 9 hours later, and I've had this makeup on my face, and let's see what I did today. I went out to have lunch, and we sat in an outdoor cafe. It was quite sunny today in Miami, though it wasn't so hot, so it wasn't like perspiring too much, but I certainly did perspire a bit. We walked around a bit, and we did some mattress shopping, which is always fun. So I think I did a pretty good wear test with this makeup, and I have to say I really like a lot of it. I'm not the biggest fan of the highlighter, so that was the Undone highlighter with all those colors. I did find that when I looked in the mirror in the car, I saw a lot of glitter particles, so it's just not really a product for me. So that one I'm not in love with. I really liked the skin tint. I feel like my skin looked very healthy. It didn't feel heavy, and the powder did help keep shine at bay. And so I really did like that. I did like the skin tint. I'm gonna keep working with it, keep using it, probably try some concealers with it. I'm not a huge user of concealers, but I do want to see just how they play. Maybe I'll use it tomorrow and try to like cover this guy and see how it all works out. The mascara I really liked. It's a very sort of natural mascara, but I didn't have any flaking. I didn't have, you know, any issues. So I really do like the mascara. I feel like for a natural everyday mascara, it's really pretty. And it helped me hold my curl. Normally my eyelashes would be straight down by this point, and like literally straight and pointed down so that they're curled up a little. I know for a fact that mascara helped in that situation. I really also loved my eye look, my color. Sorry, my lighting is a little off because it's so dark here. But the eye look that I put together, really pretty, still has that violet softness. I loved the CoverGirl pencil in the violet color. The other one, using it as a base for eye looks, I don't think it helped. There's some creasing there, which I know because I've used the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin with a regular eye primer, even just like the Milani. I don't have that issue. So that I used that kind of nude color in the clean, fresh stick, the eye pencil stick. I don't think it's meant to be something that you layer under a shadow, which is why I think the violet one ended up being really, really pretty, because I didn't layer anything over it. I just let it be on its own. So thumbs up to that. And as for the lip products, I'm wearing the lip oil right now. I really liked the lip products as a comfortable, hydrating sort of thing, but neither of them provide a lot of color, and I don't know, neither of them are out of this world. I will use them all up because, like I said, they're very hydrating and kind of feel very glossy and luminous, but I don't think that either of them are so special that I would remember to purchase them once I finish this product. So it's sort of like a take it or leave it type of thing. What else did I use? I used the butter bronzer in the coffee, still really like it. And I do feel like the blush wore down a little bit, the color from the Clean Fresh blush, but I do think it's still really pretty. And there's still some punchy color in my cheeks, just maybe not as much as there was initially. So that's sort of my thoughts on these products. Let me know what you think. Point me in the direction of some drugstore products that you're really enjoying. I'm definitely going to be coming on more often and playing around. So hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Take care. Bye.